Greetings, everyone. Dr. Brian Scott with you once again. We are continuing our study on the insights to the end times. These are signs we're seeing from the scriptures, from the Bible, that show us where we are in God's timetable. I got a pretty exciting session for you tomorrow, but this one today is sobering. It's the 11th sign in 2 Timothy chapter 3. It's in verse number 3. It talks about slanderers, people who slander. That's in the New King James Version. The King James talks about false accusers. Now, the Greek word for false accusers is diabolos. In other words, diablo. In other words, the devil, the slanderer, the accuser. Isn't that an amazing revelation to us? What it really is referring to the fact that we have a court system which will be overrun with slander and false accusations as we get closer and closer to the end of time. Paul, the apostle, wrote and said, we got some problems, big time problems, that will come and that will result in court actions, legal actions. I was a lawyer for a lot of years in the 80s and 90s, and I represented a lot of situations where people were accused. We had covenant breaking going on and so on. Here's the way I summarize it. Formerly sane people become insane when it comes to wanting to prove that they're right and the other person is wrong, especially if it's a spouse or a business partner or a friend, and they're willing to spend a massive fortune to prove that they're right and the other person is wrong. I call it insanity. Absolute insanity. The United States is a hotbed of civil litigation. Civil meaning that it's outside of the criminal code or the criminal sections. In the United States, in the recent years, over 100 million civil lawsuits are launched annually. 100 million. That means that people are spending billions of dollars in court costs, lawyer costs, and compensation. It's so high that it represents about 2.5% of the gross national product. Imagine, the United States has the world's costliest legal system there is. Wow. In the medical field, litigation is an extremely expensive proposition. Here are some thoughts that come to mind from 2010. Defensive medicine cost the system $650 billion, or approximately $26 of every dollar spent on medical care went to defense, insurances and so on. People get involved in these systems. They sue one another. They slander one another. They accuse one another. They can't work things out. What's wrong with people? This is where we have come. We have more accusations. We have more court cases. We have more expense than you've ever seen possible. I had a friend one day came in to visit me. He had gone through a divorce a number of years before. They had 2 children in their home. His wife had a primary custody. He had visitation rights. She was kind of aggressive. And I asked him how things were going. He said, so far this year, I've spent close to $50,000 defending my visitation rights for no reason whatsoever other than my wife likes to be aggressive. My former wife likes to be aggressive. That's insanity. Insanity. The Greek word for slander and false accuser is diablos. He is the devil. He is the accuser of the brethren. He's bringing accusations, and he's using the court system to attack us. And as a result, we are in perilous times. Call you blessed today. See you tomorrow.